Hey everybody, welcome back to the vlog. Today's vlog isn't going to be about Roy DeMeo or this mafia guy or that wild story. It's going to be more of a human interest story. As you guys know or may not know, theatrical feature film is being made about me as we speak, as I speak. And I'm a very lucky individual. In fact, some say I'm blessed, me included. I'm a blessed guy. I have money, I have a beautiful daughter, I have a bunch of fancy cars. I'm blessed. But should I be? For all the things that I've done in my life, doing drugs, smoking, we used to call it freebasing, and then they came out with the crack version, which is the same fucking thing. Lost my wife, lost my stepson, lost everything, and then somehow, but for the grace of God, He took me out of the gutter, and here I am today. I was a successful businessman for 17 years, made a lot of money, blessed. I'm gonna tell two stories. Both of them are on video. And I'm not gonna be telling these stories to blow my own horn, what a nice guy I am, but I just think of myself as a regular guy that both loves and fears Jesus Christ. And I have always been of the mindset that this little time that we're here on earth is nothing more than a test to see whether or not we got what it takes to go through the gates, the pearly gates of heaven. That's my religion. I keep it simple. I went to Catholic school. I believe that one day I will meet the face of God. And I'm going to have to answer for things that I did, and probably more important, for things that I didn't do. So I know that. I know that the Lord doesn't blink. He sees all. Nobody knows that more than me. If you read my book, if you heard about my stories in life, you would say, how can all these things happen to this one guy? Him. I don't know why he did it. Put me in all these situations. I don't know why, but he did it. He did it. It's all true. You can Google it. You can look up newspaper. You can all look at it. I'm for real. So now I got a movie deal, and I'm in my fancy car with the air conditioner blowing. Yeah, fucking making a movie about me. Yeah, you know, great. I'm a cool guy. Yeah, I got everything going for me. Stuck in traffic. I look to my right, and I see this drug addict. I mean, this guy was so bad. You're gonna see the video. I'm looking at him, and he's without shoes. And here in Southern California, it gets very, very hot. I can't imagine walking on an asphalt surface with those shoes. And he had no shoes. He had a pair of pants that was 10 sizes too big for him. He had no shirt on, and there he is. And he's moving in ways that the human body wasn't meant, positions that a human body isn't supposed to do. But that's what he's doing, and I'm watching him. In my fancy car, air conditioner blowing, got my tunes bumping. I'm living the life. But I know a great deal about the life that he is going through right now. So anyway, I see that he's messed up. I was gonna pull over and talk to him, but he was just so whacked out. And that was about a half a mile from a Walmart. So I drive up to the Walmart. I figure, let me get him a pair of shoes. He was about my size. Let me get him a pair of shoes and circle back. He's gotta be there, because he ain't going too far. He was literally jumping into the shaded part of the sidewalk. She was hopping. That's how fucking hot it was. I mean, it's like stupid hot out here. So I get the shoes. I got them Jordan shoes with thick soles. So no matter how hot it has, my new friend ain't gonna get his feet burned. So I got and they were yellow, like, wait till you see the shoes, like, so I I go back, and there's a bunch of, what do you call them, strip malls, like 4 of them on both sides of this highway, this roadway, whatever you want to call it. And he's not there, and I'm searching for like 45 minutes. Gotta find this guy. Where could he go with no shoes? Nobody's gonna pick him up. I'm going, where is he? Oh, I did my due diligence. Okay, God, 45 minutes. You know, and then let me tell you another thing. I think that he tests us. God tests us. Let me see that guy. What are you gonna do now, big shot? What are you gonna do? You know, go past him? I made him too. He's one of God's children. And I don't want to make this about religion, but you know, what are you gonna do, Mr. Big Shot, in your cool Mercedes? What are you gonna do? You're gonna leave the guy there? So I know he's watching. Here we go, another test, and I'm not going for it. So I'm gonna do my due diligence. And then I couldn't find the guy. So I did, couldn't find him. I said, okay, Lord, I didn't find. So now I'm gonna take the shoes back to Walmart and get my $30 back, right? So I'm walking into the Walmart, and there he is. There the guy is. So I give him the shoes, they were a little big on him, and I started talking. Well, you'll see it on the video. That's video number 1. So I did my due diligence, you know, and I wanted to give him money, but I don't want to give them money because I know they're going to buy the drug. And when I spoke to this man off camera, he was on fentanyl. Thank you, Biden administration, for letting all that fentanyl into our country, killing hundreds of thousands. Thank you. Thank you. God bless Trump. I don't want to get political, but thank God our country's on the right road to recovery. And I never did this fentanyl. I mean, when I was doing drugs, it was cocaine. But this thing, the way it was making his body, I mean, he looked like something out of a zombie movie, as you'll see. And I started talking to the guy, told him I did coke, and I got all effed up, and I pulled him, you gotta stop doing it. I mean, you're all effed up. And then you'll see that on the video. And then we walked away, and the guy asked me, do you go to church? Hey, Tim, why would you ask me if I go to church? And I said, yes, I do. Then he asked me why, where? And I told him. Like, I don't know. It was like God saying, okay, you did the right thing. I've seen situations like this. Been living in California for 25 years. And I would have left a long time ago if it wasn't for the fact that I have a daughter. And then there was another story. I'll tell you real briefly and you can see it. Another story where nobody helped. Now, with this guy, I forget his name, he said his name on video. With this guy, nobody else helped. They all saw it. We were stuck in traffic for like 5 minutes, not moving, and I'm watching this guy for 5 minutes. I tried to turn away, I tried to look up, look down, I tried to scratch my ass, I tried to I don't want, what fucking, you gotta see me. You're trapped there in traffic. Nobody else did anything. Which brings me to my second story. It was 2009. My daughter was 4 months old. I'm in my car with my wife and my beautiful baby. And I'm driving behind a pickup truck, old classic. I think it was a Ford pickup truck. And I'm driving, not realizing that this man's about to unlife himself. I can't use that one word because when I shot this video, I don't know if the camera can see it. It's Kevin Moore tries to rescue a man who attempted to do that deed. It's on here, complete with the news coverage. So here's another act of God. So I'm driving, the pickup's in front of me, he goes in the tunnel, and he's gonna crash his car into the wall. That's what he did, fucking did. So guess who's behind me? A KTLA news crew, complete with this satellite thing, one of those trucks. So he goes into the tunnel, I don't see him, and then I see sparks and I see stuff that in the pickup truck, ladders, buckets flying all, and I'm trying to duck them, and I stop. Now the pickup truck is on its side with the driver's door on the freeway, and so I climb up the belly of the truck, drive shaft, the exhaust, I burnt my hand, and now I'm up on top of this full size, I think it was an F-150, you'll see it. I can't get the door open. I can't get the passenger door open. He's mumbling something. I said, don't, be cool, be cool. Now I'm watching this guy. Behind the wheel. I don't know what he was telling me. I couldn't get the door open. I don't know if it was locked. The door would not open. And those trucks had the gas tank behind the driver's seat. And then all I can remember is hearing woof, like a real deep thunderous woof, and the flames came out of the passenger window. The window was down and open. I remember that. And the guy was burning. His whole body was engulfed in flames. And I tried to get the door open, couldn't do it, jumped down, and then here comes camera crew. So, while all of that's going on, the only other person that stopped was the news crew. Everybody else kept going by me. And you know, if you ask a New Yorker, if you ask a guy from California about people from New York, there happens to be one behind this camera, and I asked him, he's my editor and my cameraman, I said, what have you heard about New Yorkers? And what did you say? Rude?
Rude, harsh, too straight up, too forward, very just to the point.
Man, and a lot of people out here don't like it. All the women out here do, though. They like this New York accent. I've done very well. If I would have known that, I would have been out here a lot sooner. But anyway, that's what they think of us. New Yorkers are not rude. We may be truthful in your face, may not pull punches, as we say. I'm not gonna, you wanna know what I think? Yeah, I'm not gonna pull no punches. Facts have no feelings, bro. That's it. That's what we do. But I can guarantee you that if I was in New York City and that happened, I would have had 20 guys would have pulled over and we would have tried to right that truck up so the thing wouldn't have blown up. That's what happened. I was there all by myself. We're a month away from one of the holiest days of the year for the Catholic faith. Well, the holiest is, of course, Easter Sunday, which, by the way, in 1954, I was born. I was born on Easter Sunday. Maybe that's something, I don't know. It's gonna be Jesus' birthday. And maybe, you know, maybe, I don't know what, I'm not trying to insult people from California. I'm not trying to insult anybody, but you know, we got to think more of hey, there go I, but for the grace of God. And you got to help. You cannot let's drive by somebody suffering, putting his feet on a hot friggin' asphalt, and go and get your latte at Starbucks. Can't do it. It's just this is a big test. Our Lord put us here to see how we interact with each other. We're all brothers and sisters. I don't care, color, whatever the fuck. That's what you have to do. You just can't ignore that and turn your cheeks. Even I tried. I couldn't bear to see the guy suffering. I know there was no talking to him because he was in that state of mind. So check out the two videos, and maybe the next time you see someone that's homeless, and this is the homeless capital of the world, I think, out here with these damn Democrats. Maybe this video, not so much for what I'm saying, let the video do the talking and the showing. Okay, guys, see you in the next one.
How you feel?
How do they feel? Good?
Okay, thank you.
You think you could run? Are they the same size?
Yeah.
If they're not the same size, I can take them back. So this poor guy here had no shoes. And I don't know, people live in California. It's fucking hot. How did you walk? How did you walk? How long have you been without shoes?
Probably like a half an hour or more. But
A half an hour? You just lost your shoes?
That's the little ones real tight. They were like, get out my brother.
So you threw them away. Oh, so these are a little big.
Yeah.
So I don't.
They're good.
They're good. They feel good because I already pay. I can take you in there and get them inside. What's your name? What's your name?
Jimmy Marcus.
D.B. Marcus.
Jimmy Marcus.
Yeah. You gotta stop. Listen. You gotta stop smoking that shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna. I did it. Listen. I did it. I was on that fucking crack shit.
Yeah.
I did it, but I never was this far. And I want you to know that I also was praying for you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. God bless you.
Okay.
Okay. So there we fucking. Huh?
Church? Will you go to church?
Do I go to church? Yeah, St. Edward's
Where's
in
that?
Corona.
All right.
Okay. So just pray to God and stop doing that shit.
In the morning.
Stop doing that shit, okay?
Yeah.
All right. God bless you.
And a deadly crash on another nearby stretch of the 210 freeway is also under investigation tonight. A new Central crew arrived moments after the impact as a pickup truck became engulfed in flames. Now, this is the westbound 210 near Angeles Crest Highway in La Cañada Flint Ridge. The pickup apparently had a blowout and crashed inside a tunnel running under Foothill Boulevard.
There I am.
A witness tried to help.
Almost instantly engulfed in flames. And I tried to get in it, but the flames were too hot.